Prior to that vote, I actually had my very first caucus meeting before I was sworn in, so I had a chance to sit with the Democratic caucus and listen to Speaker Pelosi as she shared some of the highlights and features of that bill, so that I would be better prepared on Thursday to cast my vote. So, and as you mentioned, it was a whirlwind, but it was one that very prepared for.
I bet. I bet. And I kind of wonder what was it like watching from the outside in, like watching these negotiations go down, and then actually then being in the midst of it, and now still very much in the midst of it because of Build Back Better and trying to get that agreement through. How is it like now to be on the ground and trying to make this work?
Well, it was a surreal experience for me. So being able to witness the CBC really take the land that legislation was a proud moment for me. In addition to being sworn into Congress, I was also sworn in to be a proud and esteemed member of the Congressional Black Caucus, which had a very heavy hand in bringing the two sides as the media would describe it together. So it's been more than I could ever imagine, but something that I certainly am grateful for because I came to Washington to deliver for the people of the 11th congressional district. It's no secret, Cleveland has been ranked among the poorest big cities in the nation for many years. And so to be able to present a package that will actually help deal with kitchen table issues and quality of life
Hey
issues
guys,
is
just
something
got
that
my
felt very good.
guitar,
So I think that I'm doing the
electric
best
guitar.
that
I've not
people
connected it.
in Ohio
Uh,
11th congressional
well,
district
you
expect me to
know,
do.
So one of the poorest cities in the
people
nation,
have their
we're looking
different
at a
things that they
huge infrastructure
enjoy.
bill
Mine is
that could likely help the
my
city
passion
fight
is
for districts like
at
yours.
old age is
What are some of your top
entertaining
priorities when it comes
myself
to this human
with
infrastructure bill? What are your
musical
top things for it?
instruments. I just love
Well,
possessing
listen, I understand that
having
it takes
musical
time and
instruments. You see
investigation. And
here,
so,
I have my
what I've been able
guitar.
to see is
I
just a
have
wealth
my
of opportunities that are coming
melodica. Let me
towards. So,
make a
that
little
means
sound on it. I
universal
have my
child care,
melodica.
universal pre K funding, STEM funding. Those are things that we know will be very big for the people of the 11th congressional district. Increasing the maximum STEM programs so that we have better opportunities to put people out in their tech communities. Those are the things that are critically important that I hear the most. Also, when you think about lowering prescription drug costs, that's going to be critically important. So it's a lot in this bill that we really have to work as a constituency to make this
Yep, that's my melodica. Some of you spend your time, you don't want to age gracefully. You want to be having negative thoughts, thinking bad about people, bothering yourself over things that don't matter. I just enjoy my musical instrument. I have my three saxophones, the tenor, the alto, and then I have two clarinets. So it's really, really difficult, and even my people at home can tell you to see me really take little things seriously. What is serious to me really is the Amazonian revolution, because as it is now, I might never see my people again if we don't win this war. I may never see my mother. I may never see my siblings that are left in Cameroon. I may never see my village. I may never see my home, my two villages, of course. So it's really important that we get away from tearing each other apart. Let's work together, because that's the only way we can win this war. If we don't work together, we are finished, bro. Sister, brother, we're finished. Some people, all this show for WhatsApp. Look at we have somebody on the ground who showed tremendous courage, like the lawyers and the teachers and the consortium did in the past on the ground. Such people we should encourage. I'm talking of Abdul Karim. We should encourage, empower them to do more, and put our act together so that we can encourage the building of many Abdul Karims on the ground, so that we give them the assistance and not give them the directions, not control. We in the diaspora, because we have proven ourselves that we are incapable of calmness, of reflectiveness. We're incapable of being trusted to even love ourselves, because honestly, I don't see how I can love myself and go out there and be hating people for nothing over a simple disagreement. Part of the things that people are doing, like hating and always insulting each other on the slightest provocation, is because they have self-hate. They hate themselves. Come on, man. Before you type something that you're talking to another human being, you should think. It's not only us, it's not only about our feeling or our worth or whatever we are projecting. It is about a people, it's about the destiny of a whole people, a whole nation, and we are compromising it. The one thing that the teachers and the lawyers and the consortiums and whatever helped us conquer in 2016 and 2017 is fear. We were kept in slavery for close to 60 years because we feared. People feared. Even pronouncing two-state federation, people feared then. We conquered that. The rest is up to us, bros. Why do we fight? Why can't we? Why is this show of who is better than the other? My goodness, if my brother is doing well, I'm doing well. If my sister is okay, I'm okay. And they bring it to all of us. Let us benefit. Let us stop this nonsense. I created this forum they call Conscience and of Ambazonia. And now it is as if it's a challenge that I must succeed. It's overwhelming, man. I can't even read all of the messages that are posted there, and people are contacting me privately to complain about this and that. The same people who are pushing the negativism and all the insults on the forum, once they are hit, they contact me privately and make as if I'm the one who sent somebody to insult them. There was a time in this revolution where I said, okay, most people my age have been pushed away, they have been intimidated. Just like Abdul Karim stood publicly I can see now that there are a lot of people my age who cannot show their faces or come into any of these groups and be talking because they are afraid of the insults. They are afraid of the disrespect. They are afraid of what the young people are doing, how they have lost even our main value of respect for each other and for the elderly and all that kind of stuff. But I am blessed that I stayed. I rubbed myself in the mud hopefully that we can go in the mud and bring out the diamond that is hidden down there for our future, for us getting to Boya. But hey, let's keep trying, bro. Let us collaborate. I'm begging you. Let me play a little for you. Maybe this can soften your hearts. There is this guy who is always writing, bam, 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 he knows everything. If you know, and you know the solution to the problem, bring it, let us solve our problem. Don't say you know more than everybody, and yet you dwell in the same problems that you cannot solve, that affects you too, except you're an agent who is just here to disrupt. Come on, people. Come on, people. What are we doing? We are right here. Our people are dying. Children are being killed every day. We see that. We are numb to it. We shed fake crocodile tears. Right? Our rest in peace all over the place. But we don't care. We don't care about our people. We don't care about each other. We pretend to care about the revolution. It's becoming a thing for entertainment for us. We don't know the seriousness. But this is something that affects people's lives. This is something that affects people's lives. And the future of generation of children whose parents have not yet been born. Why are we doing this? Why? We have leaders who have sacrificed everything. Their family, their career, their everything. And are lamenting in enemy prison. And we stay out here in freedom instead of appreciating their sacrifices for us. We castigate them. We impeach them. We say they are compromised. We call them names. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Even by doing so, God himself will be angry at us no matter what we say. The revolution is an ordained revolution. Yep. The exit from Egypt was ordained. The crossing of the Red Sea was ordained. Moses being born as an Israelite child and left along the waterside for Pharaoh's daughter to adopt and for him to be raised in the household of the king Pharaoh was ordained. And he was ordained to be raised in the house of the enemy so he can come and free his people from bondage. That was all ordained. But these same people who were ordained to be free from Egypt never made it to the promised land. They all wandered in the wilderness for 40 years. And the whole generation that came from Egypt wiped out because of their sinfulness. As much as we must free ourselves, we are sinful people. And we must really get ourselves out of our sinfulness. We must get ourselves out of our sinfulness. We are playing with our lives, with the lives of our children. We are playing with even our own generational legacy. We saw the legacy of the Funchers. They took us and abandoned us in the hands of this our slave master. That's their legacy, no matter how they try to sanitize it. Our legacy is now that we rose up and became worse. We fought, we rose up that we want to fight our slave master, then turned against ourselves and became worse enemies to ourselves. than the slave master is to us. Please, brothers and sisters, I have been insulted. I have been blackmailed. That for the sake of Amazonia, I'm not going to stay day in, day out, be complaining about what somebody has said to me about me or anything. If I know that those things don't mean anything, nothing can happen to me. I am not going to compromise our own victory of a war and the reclaiming of our freedom and independence because of my ego or little feeling of hurt because somebody insults me. No. It's not going to happen that way. It shouldn't happen that way. Get over it. I am getting over it. Get over it. It's not the Southern Cameroon's independence that insulted you. It's not the Southern Cameroon's freedom that insulted you. Get over those petty things and look at the big picture. Look at the big pictures, my friend. We are together. Let's love one another. We don't have to go out to nightclub together. We don't have to be really friends and all. But we are destined to be together, to work together for this project. For the project of the nation we want to build. We are destined to. I am pleading with you guys. That one act that Abdul Karim did, God works in a mysterious way. For him to rise and do what he did yesterday is another safety net that God is throwing out for us to see for this revolution. When I wrote about a leader rising on ground zero, who is engaged with the people, somebody tried to turn it around and say, oh, we already have a leader. They mentioned Nelson Mandela, how he was in prison. They mentioned Martin Luther King. Yes, many of us recognize that we have leaders or leader, face of the revolution, over our people in prison. But they cannot leave prison and come and carry out the day-to-day activities of the revolution like Abdul Karim did. In South Africa, when Nelson Mandela was in jail, he was the face of the revolution, all right. But there were leaders out who were doing the work day to day. When Martin Luther King was in prison, most of the times, the many times, the demonstration and the civil right did not come to a halt because he was in prison. There were other different leaders too, with different functions. Same with our revolution. If things were functioning like they should function, we have different leaders at different levels for different activities. We should recognize all of them. We cannot recognize any of the leaders now because they are not giving us anything to recognize them as leaders. They are instead bringing us pain, sufferings, division, disruptions, deceptions. We need leaders. We need leaders like Abdul Karim. We need leaders like our leaders in prison, Siseko and all the other ones in prison, who are still demonstrating great courage, even in the face of what they are. Yep, when they shot, when they threw the bullets around, Abdul Karim stood. That is the amber courage. That is what we should project. When they send insults at you through WhatsApp on social media, you should stand like Abdul Karim stood. Don't hold the revolution hostage because somebody insulted you. And day in, day out, you don't want us to do anything because you're angry that they insulted you. Don't hold the revolution hostage because you were blackmailed. Nothing would happen to you if somebody tried to blackmail you on something that you did not do. If it's something that you did, then they are telling the truth. Face the truth. But if it's blackmail, nothing will happen to you. If it's blackmail, misplaced, nothing would happen to you. Nothing at all. I was blackmailed that I went to Cameroon and I had a meeting where I was collecting money with CPDM people to bring peace. Why should I be bothered about that? They showed a video with somebody whom they thought is me, or they want to deceive people that is me. Why should I bother? I have a passport. I have not been to Cameroon since October 2016. Even if Cameroon embassy gives me a visa now to go to Cameroon, I will be very suspicious and I will not go. So why would I be bothered? Why would I hate? Why would I even drag myself down and not be effective or love my brothers and sisters because somebody put a video out of somebody else and said that was me in Cameroon collecting money? Only a fool can believe that. I have been in the face of people here. I don't look for any leadership. I've already served in leadership enough. I don't need it. It's for a different generation now. But as long as I still have the energy as an old man, I want to be helping with ideas, with support, and all that kind of stuff. There are young leaders who recognize me as their senior. For instance, I appreciated one VP Yerima came to town and I was still sleeping and he called me and said, Senior Comrade, Senior Bob, he calls me mainly Senior Bob because we are all Bobans. He said, I'm in your neck of wood. I said, oh, great. And we chatted a little bit and gave him a little bit of some things that we can do and all the like. And we're happy. Those type of things. When Abdul Karim did that thing, I pick up the phone and call him to encourage him and say we are praying for his safety and all the like. He called back, I did not get, and we text back and forth. I would encourage him. If Sako does something now that is great for the revolution, even though we have disagreed, I will praise him. If Cristiano does something for the revolution that is great, I will praise him. I would embrace everyone's success in this revolution. You cannot dispute success. It is self-evident. Any person who brings success for this revolution that is genuine success, we will feel it. Nobody can refuse it. All this dancing around and fighting each other is because none of us has brought anything that is successful yet. But for the guys on the ground that are resisting, all of us have just been wandering around. They call us here, we are going conferences. Each time we go in conference, we go and have a conference. It's like the whole world should come to an end because there have been a conference. Whether it's Switzerland or Canada or wherever we go. Why should it be that way? Let us see the results. Don't tell me. Don't force success for people to understand that there's success. When there is success, we all feel it. When these guys are resisting now for 5 years, we are here talking this revolution because of those little boys, what they are doing on the ground resisting. Would have been wiped out and all of us would sit down and would be doing things that we were doing in the 90s and all the like. All that only writing big intellectual documents and articles and all that kind of stuff. Our people have died. We have sacrificed blood. And it is our responsibility and duty to make sure that those sacrifices don't go in vain. Insult me all you want. Insult anybody all you want, but please be committed in your heart to this revolution. If you are committed, if you are very committed in this revolution, you will not have time to be hating. You will not have time to be insulting all his insults. We in the diaspora, go and give a good suggestion to these people in the diaspora. Give a good suggestion. Nobody forwards it, eh? Nobody will forward a good thing that you write. A good proposal. A good suggestion. A good praise of another comrade. Nobody will forward that. Anything that is positive, No, it's not good for us. But let it dare that I am fighting with somebody. Oh, you'll be forwarded all over. Let it be that I'm insulting Sako, Christian. It will be forwarded 1 million times. Why are we like this? Please let us stop. Let us stop. These children should not be dying for nothing. They shouldn't. We are here in diaspora. Everybody is so courageous. Threats all over the place. Cowards. You can't do anything. You are threatening people. There's nothing you can do. You sit behind the keyboard of a phone or a computer, distant places, and be throwing threats at people that what can you do? They put those people in front of you. You do nothing. You cowards. Sometimes, let me tell you, you even get angry at the people who write those things. Maybe they put them in front of you. You would even be very angry at yourself that you got angry at them. Because there are people not worth your time or attention when we are in the face of very serious things about people's lives. Have the audacity to be staying on social media to be disrupting this revolution. You have the audacity to refuse that you cannot collaborate with your brothers and sisters. You, what have you offered? If you were doing things that were successful, we would not even be talking about collaboration or unity. The results will be self-evident. They don't fly a plane to Switzerland and tell me that that's success for the revolution and we should stay quiet and fall in line. Don't go to a conference in Canada and tell us that is the best success so far and everything when we cannot touch it. And you use it, your success, to divide us. True success in Amazonia, no matter who gets it, should not divide us. Should not diminish one of us. Whether we agree or we disagree, when that success comes, no matter the source of it, no matter the bearer of it, no matter the initiator of it, all of us would feel and claim the benefits. We should. That's how success looks like. The resistance is successful because we all stood up to say enough is enough. And even if we are not free yet right now, we are saying enough is enough. That is success. We don't fear them. We see our people even knowing that they are going to be killed. When one of them is touched, like the children being killed, they boldly go out. They know bullets might come. They know one of them might not return home. But they still go out all the same. That's success. Cowards sitting behind phones. They can't show their face. They can't stand even behind their names, their family names. They stay behind keyboards and social media, WhatsApp, insulting people and disrupting a genuine revolution. Who are you? And you threaten your fellow brothers and sisters when you cannot show your face. When you cannot stand behind the name that your parents gave you when you write. Yes, I am Christmas Atem Ebini. Who are you when you insult people on social media, on WhatsApp, on Facebook? I have fought these same forces on the ground with their bullets and their guns before now. Who are you? I have been to their jails and prisons. Who are you for this cause? Yet you claim to be superior to anybody when you have nothing to show. Yet you claim to have the right to disrupt us, to minimize the blood that our people have sacrificed. When you cannot even stand behind your family name, your given name, your own name. You cannot be bold to show your face like I'm showing right now. And you refuse that we cannot collaborate. And you refuse that it's impossible for us to be united? And you refuse that the only money we have now that guarantees our success is collaboration and unity. We have nothing. But when we are united, we cannot be defeated. When we collaborate, we cannot be defeated. I have disagreed with many brothers and sisters in this revolution. We have gone at each other and everything. But for this revolution, he will not go skin deep in me. I will not use that to say I cannot interact, collaborate, or unite with a fellow Amazonian when I know that that's what would guarantee our success. Let us stop it, bro. Let us stop it. Let me give you a little note here before I close this thing. My fellow Amazonians, forgive me for shouting. I just have sometimes to come and say something as your elder comrade. So please, let us stop insulting each other. Let us stop disrupting this revolution. Let us stop minimizing the benefits of our collaboration or of being united. Let's come together. Thank you, Comrade Abdul Karim. Thank you, our brave comrades on the ground. And for whatever it's worth, we can just say condolence, not that it might mean much. Extend our heartfelt condolence to the family of our little girl who was killed yesterday.